I'm Tia Ewing at the live desk. We have learned there are now 7 victims killed in this attack. 5 of the 7 victims are from Highland Park. The victims were 64-year-old Catherine Goldstein, 35-year-old Irina McCarthy, 37-year-old Kevin McCarthy, 63-year-old Jacqueline Sundheim, and 88-year-old Stephen Strauss, all of Highland Park. A grandfather who was visiting his family from Mexico also died. 78-year-old Nicholas Toledo's family says he saved their lives, and police say 45 people were injured or killed during this shooting. And we are hearing some very personal stories related to Toledo. His family says he saved their lives because the bullets that killed him would have hit family members if he wasn't there. And a second victim, Jackie Sundheim, was identified by her synagogue. Sundheim was a member of the North Shore Congregation Israel in Glencoe, where she had worked as an events coordinator and also teacher. This afternoon, Highland Park's mayor says it's time to shift the focus from the perpetrator of the crime to the victims.
This crisis has devastated entire families and our community in a single moment, and we know it will take time to heal. On behalf of the community and the world that mourns alongside us, I offer loved ones of those who passed our condolences.
Now, that 7th victim has not yet been identified. Of course, we will continue to share more about those who lost their lives as we learn more. But now let's go to Casey Cronus, who has details on 2 more of the victims, parents of a young boy, tragically now an orphan. Casey?
Yeah, Tia, it's a very unfortunate update that we have to share this afternoon. But yesterday, there was a little boy who was separated from his parents at the parade. Too young to know their names or even relay his own, community members rushed him to safety, caring for him while the search for his relatives got underway. Well, sadly, we have learned that both of his parents were shot and killed yesterday during the parade. Irina and Kevin McCarthy were residents of Highland Park. Irina was 35 years old and Kevin was 37. According to a GoFundMe account started by community members, their little boy is just 2 years old. He was reunited with his grandparents yesterday, but is now left in an unimaginable position, having lost both of his parents in one day. That GoFundMe page has already raised over $150,000. Live in Highland Park, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
I'm Dane Placco, live in Highland Park, where you can see and feel the emotional trauma on the people who live here, still very raw after yesterday's attack.
Friggin' bull! You could feel them. Like, you could feel the bullets going by. They're like, and the bullet hit her right in the face.
Lori Motlowitz was at yesterday's parade with 8 family members. Now, luckily, none of them were hurt physically, but they've all been damaged emotionally, she says. Motlowitz and a number of other people who were in the middle of the gunfire yesterday returned to the scene today to help start the healing process. Others went to Highland Park High School, which has been turned into essentially a mental trauma center. Dozens of counselors and therapists and mental health professionals were available for several hours at the school today to meet with anyone in the community who needs help dealing with that aftermath of yesterday's shooting. And we saw a wide range of people taking advantage of those services, a lot of parents bringing young children. I asked Motlowitz why she felt she needed to come back to the scene of the shooting to begin healing.
I had to come here and feel it and recognize this is really real. It's not just in our neighborhood, this is everywhere. This is what the other cities felt like when news stations were in their cities. And this is what everyone feels around the country that this happens to. It's not just here. I really needed to see and feel it and understand.
And part of the healing process, of course, are the vigils, the prayer vigils, one ending at this Highland Park church just a short time ago. Those counseling services will continue at Highland Park High School, at least for the next few days. Live in Highland Park. Dane Placco, Fox 32, Chicago.